Hello and welcome. I'm Alexia McIntosh.
And I'm Gavin Creel.
And we are here to announce the nominations for the Olivier Awards 2020 with Mastercard.
Before we start, we want to wish all the nominees for this year huge good wishes.
So, here goes. For our first category, Best Actor in a Supporting Role in a Musical. David Bedella for & Juliet at Shaftesbury Theatre. Stuart Clark for Fiddler on the Roof at Playhouse Theatre. Jack Loxton for Dear Evan Hansen at Noel Coward Theatre. Rupert Young for Dear Evan Hansen at Noel Coward Theatre.
Best Actress in a Supporting Role in a Musical. Lucy Anderson for Dear Evan Hansen at Noel Coward Theatre. Petula Clark for Mary Poppins at Prince Edward Theatre. Cassidy Jansen for & Juliet at Shaftesbury Theatre. Lauren Ward for Dear Evan Hansen at Noel Coward Theatre.
Best Original Score or New Orchestrations. & Juliet, New Orchestrations by Bill Sherman and Dominic Falocaro at Shaftesbury Theatre. Amelie the Musical, Musical Supervisor and Arrangements by Barnaby Race at the Other Palace. Dear Evan Hansen, Music and Lyrics by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, Orchestration by Alex Lackamore at Noel Coward Theatre. Fiddler on the Roof, New Orchestrations by Jason Carr at Playhouse Theatre. And Waitress, Music and Lyrics by Sarah Bareilles at Adelphi Theatre.
Best New Dance Production. La Fiesta by Israel Galvan at Sadler's Wells. Inyoma by Methuselah November for Ballet Black at Royal Opera House, Linbury Theatre. Ma'am by Michael Keegan Dolan for Tech Damza at Sadler's Wells. Vessel by Damien Jallet and Koei Nawa at Sadler's Wells.
Outstanding Achievement in Dance. Sarah Barras for her choreography and performance in Ballet Flamenco, Sombras at Sadler's Wells. Anne Teresa de Keersmaker for her performance in Mitten wir im Leben sind, Bach 6 Cello Suiten at Sadler's Wells. Giselle Vienne for her choreography of Crowd, presented by Dance Umbrella at Sadler's Wells.
The Noel Coward Award for Best Entertainment or Comedy Play. Emilia at Vaudeville Theatre. Fleabag at Wyndham's Theatre. Magic Goes Wrong at Vaudeville Theatre. The Upstart Crow at Gielgud Theatre.
Best Theatre Choreographer. Fabian Aloise for Evita at Regent's Park Open Air Theatre. Matthew Bourne and Stephen Mear for Mary Poppins at Prince Edward Theatre. Jerome Robbins and Matt Cole for Fiddler on the Roof at Playhouse Theatre. Jennifer Webber for & Juliet at Shaftesbury Theatre.
Magic Radio Best Musical Revival. Evita at Regent's Park Open Air Theatre. Fiddler on the Roof at Playhouse Theatre. Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat at the London Palladium. And Mary Poppins at Prince Edward Theatre.
Best Actor in a Musical. Andy Nyman for Fiddler on the Roof at Playhouse Theatre. Charlie Stemp for Mary Poppins at Prince Edward Theatre. Sam Tutty for Dear Evan Hansen at Noel Coward Theatre. And Jack Yarrow for Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat at the London Palladium.
Best Actress in a Musical. Audrey Brisson for Amélie the Musical at the Other Palace. Judy Kuhn for Fiddler on the Roof at Playhouse Theatre. Miriam Teak Lee for & Juliet at Shaftesbury Theatre. Zizi Stralin for Mary Poppins at Prince Edward Theatre.
Cunard Best Revival. Cyrano de Bergerac at Playhouse Theatre. Death of a Salesman at Young Vic and Piccadilly Theatre. Present Laughter at the Old Vic. Rosmer's Home at Duke of York's Theatre.
Best Family Show. Mr. Gum and the Dancing Bear, the musical, at National Theatre Dorfman. Oi, Frog and Friends at Lyric Theatre. To the Moon and Back at Barbican Theatre. The Worst Witch at Vaudeville Theatre.
Outstanding Achievement in Affiliate Theatre. Baby Reindeer at the Bush Theatre. Blues in the Night at the Kiln Theatre. Our Lady of Cabello at the Theatre Royal Stratford East. 7 Methods of Killing Kylie Jenner at the Jerwood Theatre upstairs at the Royal Court Theatre, and Warheads at the Park Theatre.
The White Light Award for Best Lighting Design. Neil Austin for Rosmer's Home at Duke of York's Theatre. Polly Constable for The Ocean at the End of the Lane at National Theatre Dorfman. Howard Hudson for & Juliet at Shaftesbury Theatre. Bruno Poet for Uncle Vanya at Harold Pinter Theatre.
Royal Albert Hall Award for Best Sound Design. Gregory Clark for Rosmer's Home at Duke of York's Theatre. Emma Laxton for Amelia at Vaudeville Theatre. Ben and Max Ringham for Anna at National Theatre Dorfman. Ben and Max Ringham for Cyrano de Bergerac at Playhouse Theatre.
Best Costume Design. Hugh Durant for Goldilocks and the Three Bears at the London Palladium. Jonathan Littman for Fiddler on the Roof at Playhouse Theatre. Joanna Scotcher for Amelia at Vaudeville Theatre. Paloma Young for & Juliet at Shaftesbury Theatre.
Blue Eye Theatre Technology Award for Best Set Design. Bob Crowley for Mary Poppins at Prince Edward Theatre. Sutra Gilmore for & Juliet at Shaftesbury Theatre. Ray Smith for Rosmer's Home at Duke of York's Theatre. Ray Smith for Uncle Vanya at Harold Pinter Theatre.
Best Actor in a Supporting Role. Arinze Kenny for Death of a Salesman at Young Vic. Colin Morgan for All My Sons at the Old Vic. Adrian Scarborough for Leopoldstadt at Wyndham's Theatre. Reese Shearsmith for A Very Expensive Poison at the Old Vic.
Best Actress in a Supporting Role. Michelle Austin for Cyrano de Bergerac at Playhouse Theatre. Sophie Thompson for Present Laughter at the Old Vic. Indira Varma for Present Laughter at the Old Vic. Josie Walker for The Ocean at the End of the Lane at National Theatre Dorfman.
Best New Opera Production. Berenice at Royal Opera House, Linbury Theatre. Billy Budd at Royal Opera House. Hansel and Gretel at Regent's Park Open Air Theatre. Noah's Flood at Theatre Royal Stratford East.
Outstanding Achievement in Opera. Yet Parker Young Artists for their performances in Berenice. Death in Venice and Phaedra at Royal Opera House. The Children's Ensemble for their performance in Noah's Flood at Theatre Royal Stratford East. Martin Brabbins and James Henshaw for their conducting of The Mask of Orpheus for English National Opera at London Coliseum.
Best Actor. Toby Jones for Uncle Vanya at Harold Pinter Theatre. James McAvoy for Cyrano de Bergerac at Playhouse Theatre. Wendell Pierce for Death of a Salesman at Young Vic and Piccadilly Theatre. Andrew Scott for Present Laughter at the Old Vic.
Best Actress. Hayley Atwell for Rosmer's Home at Duke of York's Theatre. Sharon D. Clarke for Death of a Salesman at Young Vic and Piccadilly Theatre. Juliet Stevenson for The Doctor at Almeida Theatre. Phoebe Waller-Bridge for Fleabag at Wyndham's Theatre.
Sir Peter Hall Award for Best Director. Marianne Elliott and Miranda Cromwell for Death of a Salesman at Young Vic and Piccadilly Theatre. Jamie Lloyd for Cyrano de Bergerac at Playhouse Theatre. Trevor Nunn for Fiddler on the Roof at Playhouse Theatre. Ian Rickson for Uncle Vanya at Harold Pinter Theatre.
American Airlines Best New Play. A Very Expensive Poison at the Old Vic. The Doctor at Almeida Theatre Leopoldstadt at Wyndham's Theatre. The Ocean at the End of the Lane at National Theatre Dorfman.
And the Mastercard Best New Musical. & Juliet at Shaftesbury Theatre. Amelie the Musical at the Other Palace. Dear Evan Hansen at Noel Coward Theatre. And Waitress at Adelphi Theatre.
And that's all 26 contested categories. Congratulations to all the nominees.
Yes, and there are still a few tickets left if you'd like to be there on Sunday, April 5th at Royal Albert Hall. Head to priceless.com or the Olivier Awards website to book.
Thanks for joining us. Goodbye.